Robin Palmer here with Sydney Knowles, and we are cooking for wellness today. And we are going to start with a salad. I know that I'm a big salad girl. I think you are too. But sometimes people think salad, it's just rabbit food, or it's just some lettuce and some carrots. And today we want to share with you how to make a salad so hearty that it can be your whole meal. And truly, by the time it's all said and done, you've got everything you're looking for in your My Plate, every meal, every plate, which is half non-starchy vegetables or green leafy. What are some more, it really doesn't have to be green leafy to be considered that. What are some more non-starchy vegetables?
There's tons out there. I mean, really, I guess for a salad, we think of our base as being some type of green leafy vegetables.
Yes, we do.
But you know, you could add any of those other vegetables, especially things that are in season right now. We've got tons of squash in season right now, bell peppers, we've got jalapeno peppers. All the peppers right now are in season. So all of those are really good additives, especially to a salad.
And talking about your base, you know, we often do think of just iceberg lettuce. Iceberg lettuce is fine. It's full of water. And so often it's not quite as filling or as hearty as kale, which is loaded with vitamins, even has some protein in it. Spinach, they're heartier leaves, and so they have more substance to them, and they're going to be more satisfying.
And really, we're looking at the nutrient makeup of that. So the vitamins and minerals that make up things like spinach or kale or even romaine lettuce is a good option. When we look at iceberg, we don't see as many of those vitamins that are so great for our bodies that we see in these other types of greens.
Yeah, and kale, truly a superfood. I've got to tell you, I think 5 years ago, I didn't even know what kale was. It wasn't part of my family's meals or anything. And now I think I eat it every day. I can throw it in a smoothie. I can saute it. Here we are, we're going to make our salad. I think the key with kale, and this is really the secret, the magic touch, is when you start with your kale, just a bag of it. If you want to buy the whole leaves, that's fine, but tear off the stems and make it in teeny tiny, I just washed my hands, by the way. Make it in teeny tiny pieces, and then put a little of your olive oil in the palm of your hand, rub it together, and truly massage the kale. I do this if I'm really on the ball to prep for the week, and truly it will last it'll last 5 days or 30 minutes, an hour, however long you have before you're gonna make your salad. But massaging it kind of softens it. I was just looking, you know, it's a bold and bittersweet flavor. If you've never tried it, that's a perfect description of it.
It is, yeah.
But the olive oil softens it a little bit. You could even add a little lemon juice, a little salt, and just pop it in the fridge. I did this early this morning. So that's our base. My two go-to ingredients in this salad is sweet potatoes and kale. That's a whole sweet potato. We're looking at our plate. That'd probably be a fistful, about a fourth of our plate, which becomes our bowl. So these are the two things that I start with to toss it up, sweet potatoes and kale. And then whatever I have in my cupboard or in my refrigerator, I add. Sometimes I add craisins to make it pretty, peppers, tomatoes, whatever you're feeling. Again, we're talking hearty today, and so I thought I'd add some chickpeas. I like to double dip with any kind of beans because you get protein and you get that, you get lots of fiber and that whole grain, that starchy vegetable as well, which is part of that plate.
Shallots. And it gives texture too.
Yeah, texture's a key.
Beans are so good for texture with salads. I will be honest, I love salad, but it has to be made in the right way. I don't like just if I go to a restaurant and I get a house salad and it's some
probably grated
lettuce,
and
cheese,
some grated carrots and maybe some older tomatoes. I'm
very basic. And so when you do stuff like this, when you add the sweet potato has a different texture than the chickpeas and you get all these different textures, it just makes it's just so good.
Right.
It's just so different. So definitely encourage you to get away from just the basic boring salad. Maybe not if you like that, go for it. But
make it a bowl. Make it a meal.
Start getting a little bit more creative with what you're putting in your salad.
So the pressure's on to see if this is going to work for Sydney. So she brought me a shallot because I forgot my red onion. Again, it's about the texture. If you're not an onion lover, then just ditch it. You don't have to add these things. And I know sometimes that makes people crazy not having specific ingredients to use, but at the same time, we're hoping you'll get creative and use what you have and use what you like.
Yeah.
If dairy doesn't bother you, you can add some cheese. You don't have to. I like a stronger cheese with this, like a parmesan or feta cheese. And then let's see what else we have. Okay, so we're going to toss it. Oh, this is the best part, nuts. So I love cashews with this particular salad. I'll just make note, these are raw. They're not salted. They're not baked. And again, texture. We got all sorts of texture today, Sydney.
Yes.
So now we've got the salad dressing. We've made this before on Cooking for Wellness, but I'll remind you, it's twice as much oil. Your choice of vinegar. Today I happen to have white wine, fresh garlic, and a sweetener. I use stevia because it's made from it's made from a stevia tree. It's usually called Truvia, or it has a green label. But I'll remind you that it doesn't have saccharin or aspartame or any bitter aftertaste, and it's calorie free. So that's my sweetener of choice, along with a non-salt seasoning. But be careful, this is from my kitchen and I buy it. It's just a salt and pepper blend. I use it a lot, but this one says no MSG, and I'm thinking, oh, you think that's healthier? Well, not really, because MSG has sodium and salt has sodium. So that doesn't mean not to use it. I've used it in the dressing, but you just want to know what you're getting.
Yeah. And there's all kinds of options you have with that. You can make dressing the way that you like it. If you like a sweeter dressing, then you can use that stevia, which would be, it's not sugar, so you're adding a sugar substitute there.
I'm a freehander, as you can tell. That's probably about a third of a cup. We'll start with that. And individual serving sizes, usually your dressing is about 2 tablespoons. And that's what it ends up, that's about what it ends up being. As you might have decided, I'm probably a terrible baker because I'm eyeballing everything. But it works when you're doing a bowl or a big salad. And
it looks so good.
Yeah,
and it smells delicious. That dressing. If you haven't seen our video about the dressing, go back and watch some of our older videos, and you will see that one.
And it's really versatile. I use it on salads. I use it for marinades. I'll toss some pasta with it on occasion, or add it to a grain. So yeah, here you go. You got your kale and sweet potato salad. Truth be told, it is so hearty. It becomes a bowl, and we've got half of it non-starchy green leafy vegetables, a fourth a whole grain sweet potato with the chickpeas and the sweet potatoes, and then we've got some protein interspersed with those chickpeas, with the kale, and with the cheese. So
and your nuts.
And your nuts. Oh yeah.
So you've got all of your main food groups right here in this salad, and it's super easy. You saw how quick this was, so go out and try to make this one.
And it's all about the variety. You're right. We've got everything we need right in this one bowl.